Nobody saw me cry out. Nobody heard my voice. But I stand here submitted before you that if you cry out to God in your nighttime experience, you will have joy in the morning. Trouble don't last. Always. But in the morning, joy will show up. It will fight for you. It will take you to a place that you couldn't take yourself. It will do for you what you couldn't do for yourself. It will destroy every advancement on you and your family. Trouble does not discriminate. It will rain on everybody's life. Tell your neighbor, neighbor, joy is on the way. A faith that cannot be tested cannot be trusted. Did y'all hear that? A faith that cannot be tested cannot be trusted. You got to be trusted in your faith that's been tested. When you've been tested, God say that he can trust you. To get a passing grade in this school of Christ, you got to have a few tests. I know that when we're going through, God already designed it. I know that when the enemy raised his head up, God already fixed it. The fight is fixed. All you got to do is get in the fight. You see, when trouble comes your way and you duck, dodge, and run, you're just saying you don't trust and have faith in your God. But when you stand flat-footed before the trouble, before the test, before the situation, before the disagreement, before everything, God begins to raise up a standard in you. And when he raises up that standard, what happens? The fight is fixed. You won the fight. Have you ever been in a place where you was tested, and in the midst of your test, you kept on failing? You kept on throwing in the towel. You kept on going back on your word. You kept on saying that I can't do it. You kept on looking for reasons why you do what you do. Kept on saying, well, if they didn't do it to me, I wouldn't have did it to them. I found out that the church is in a limbo situation because we lack faith. We lack the thing that is most important in us, to trust in our God. Our God promised us. He said, I won't put no more on you than I know you can bear. How many of us need to have a pillow because we can't bear nothing? Sleeping in your prayer closet. Over there should be praying, but you're sleeping. Over there should be studying your word and open up your book, the Bible, and read 2 verses and fall out because the devil will punch drunk you all day long, and the minute you get a minute to get to your word, you fall out. Talking about I'm tired. Only time we seem to get tired is when we're using things or doing things for God. I've never seen so many tired saints. I've never seen so many folk that can't do nothing for God. But when it comes to God, you want God to do everything when you want your thing, how you want your thing, when you want your thing. All you got to do is quit asking him to do your thing.
Right anyhow.
You can't ask him to do your thing if you don't do his thing. You don't have the right to stand before him or his people and proclaim how good a thing you got when you ain't doing his thing.
Come on, do the right thing.
We got up early on the day. Give me a couple minutes.
You take your time, Pastor. Take your time. Sit back.
Praise the Lord. You get a couple minutes, Pastor, because you got to bring it hard today. I just want you to know that faith is a substance of things hoped for. And the evidence of things not seen. I step out on nothing because I got my God. I land on my Jesus. Because when I land on Jesus, he can build me on a rock, a solid foundation. I stand before you, and I want you to know that when you're going through, God's got to do what he's got to do. If you do not have a prayer life, God's going to get you one. If you do not have a trust life, God's going to show you how to trust him. If you do not have what it takes to get in the trenches of God, you got to learn how to know that my joy has been tampered with. I got to get my joy back. I got to shop my way over to my joy. When you go to the bank, when you get a check, how is it that you get a check and you have not cashed it, but you already happy when you got it in your hand? I want you to know, beloved, that when the joy of the Lord is in you, you know it's your strength for you. Just like when you were at the bank, you have the bank of joy. Know before the show that your joy will fight for you. Know that this God that we serve, he will do what you can never do. He will destroy the enemy when he comes. All you got to do is shout and say, this joy that I have, the world did not give it to me. This joy that I have, the world ain't going to get the chance to take it from me. They may hinder me. They may hurt me. They may knock me down. But I'm still got my joy. After the song and the dance, I'm still got my joy. After you lose everything, don't lose your joy. After everybody beats you down and talk about you and leave you for dead, don't let them steal your joy. Joy. I got the hell of my joy. Joy is saying that my baby loves me no matter what. Joy is saying I might be troubled in my marriage, but I got joy. Because of my joy, I'm going to be all right. Because my joy is complete. When we go through trials and tribulation, we are instructed to seek God and his wisdom. On the do list, one thing that you need to do is do your work for God. If you have a list that you want to do something on, just tell God, I trust you. I'm instructed to believe in you. I'm instructed to trust that you are my daddy. I got to do what you told me to do. And one of the things that God told us to do, he said, trust me and I will do it. Believe in me and I will fix it. But a lot of times as believers, we forget that God is still in control. When the going gets tough, you got to be tough and keep going. When things look so bad, don't look at the bad, but look at your good God. Because your good God can change things around. James says that we can rejoice because not only in the perseverance and the attribute of to have it, but it is necessary for us to become mature and complete. God wills that each of us has the perseverance of his son Jesus. You see, Jesus didn't give up even though he was going down Main Street. Jesus didn't throw in the towel even though they dragged him, even though they kicked him, even though they spitted on him, even though they told him you're nobody. But Jesus kept on going. 1 mile down Main Street. He kept on going. 2 miles down Main Street. And as he began to carry that old rugged cross, he looked over to the hill, called Golgotha, and he knew that on that hill, the Bible says that if he be lifted, he's going to draw everybody unto him. So